Alright, welcome back to a new clan match in Postscriptum. We have with us today RIP and 7AD versus 11 CIP here on Vermont Random Advanced and Secure. We are just in the staging phases right now. On the ally side we have the RIP and 7AD. On the German side we have CIP. Let's see, let's have a little look or to what kind of assets we can see from the other teams. Let's see here. Looks like the allies have had a Churchill and a Cromwell spawned in as their two main tanks. Interesting. Logics is coming out. They have a magnificent turtle truck. MSP is already set up. It looks like commander on the RIP side is Smokey. Everyone is already set out to leave the spawn zone as it hits only 30 seconds until it all starts off. The first point for RIP is Old Factory. It's quite close. It's a very small map. It's a 33 versus 33, so it's not a full match this, but it's gonna be played 2 rounds. Alright, on LMCIP's side, they got a Tiger. So they're definitely going to have a good surprise. And they have also gotten a nice transport. Instead of the bicycle, they got the flank half track. So they can make very good use of. They're now setting off. It looks like LCP is going to do the trick with having squad leaders set up radios next to his car. They have one LSP heading out, as well as logistics shooting out as well. Looks like their half-track and Tiger is going to divert off to the north. On the RIP side, we see a split between their commander and transfer for Old Factory. It looks like they have plans to just take the middle of the map as fast as possible. Looks like they're going with either Cromwell or Stewart in the start. Really sure. Looks like here Jima is the leader of the logistics on the RIP side. They are setting up mortar base here at the edge of this forest. They're gonna hold for a fob. It looks like the commander on RIP side is capping Old Factory. We're about to see one of the first maybe clashes. Down here we have a full MSP right next to 11 CIB. Amazingly, have they not seen each other? They haven't seen each other. Quite unusual. No one has spotted each other. It looks like the Germans are just looking to the west and the 790 is looking to the south. I can't believe they didn't see each other. They still don't. I had to double make sure this is actually the case. No one is seeing this. Okay, now shots are fired over here. Looks like Heinstone from 7ID might have heard it. Yeah, he's finally spotted the Germans from this side. Looks like the little transport from 7ID here got quiet for one of the Germans MCIP. But oh, we have R Sharp hanging out one of these bunkers. But a little contingent of LMCIB is still here on the hilltop of Wilhelmshaven. In the middle, we're gonna see a lot of more street fighting going on. It looks like the fight is at the church. Looks like that half-track LMCB got blown up effectively by the allies. We see now a push inside the church. I'm gonna remove the names here. By the Germans. Holding the door. Oh, a big HE from an allied Tiger perhaps killed one of their guys. Unfortunately. That happened. A little bit of blue on blue. It looks like RIP and 7D is gonna take that church and have good control of the town. We still have a big ass fight going down over here. It looks like this guy is getting surrounded by a Churchill. Churchill is taken out easily. Does he see the rally right next to him? There's his squad leader in the middle of the bunker. Danielle, and they're now spawning in on the rally right behind a little stack of hay. 1 HE and that will be taken out. Will the tank do it? Yeah, it takes out the rally. Good shot by Terran and his crew. So here we have one last survivor of this contingent. He seems to be able to get away. Inside Velmolen, we still have full control from Rip and 7ID. We have most of the team from LSMD now pushing from the south of the map, trying to get into better position. We have one of the points here now. The AAA 88mm is the midpoint. It looks like Rip and 7ID are the first one to arrive. But Safi was able to take one of the flag placements. He gets dealt with, but how many did he get? He got 2 of them trying to cross, maybe even 3. Very worth it. Smoke is coming down. Quickly is holding his ground. Right now, that stands up. See 11 Sabi trying to get up through this little bunker slit or trench slit. It's the only cover they have. They have 2 MGs set up to look down the slit as well. They haven't been shot at yet. We have a good smoke dispersion. Everything is very widespread. I'm gonna see if there's anything else going on. We have several of the 11 CIB holding up here in the south. This is the main push. Here we have one guy looking over it. He is holding this down, no problem. There's still a good couple of them alive still, as they're hiding in the trenches. Looks like a Joina is coming up through the smoke. Will the MG not smoke perhaps? Or 11 ratio gets taken out. Well, this is gonna creep up. Oh, it's looking in the wrong direction, and I just heard a German right next to here. I think this Swish saved that guy. Straight up. Over here we have the Tiger. Trying his best to shoot at the 88 position. We now have some more business happening in the middle of town. It looks like Rip is gonna hold the mid with 7 IAD. There isn't gonna be any tick beat as yet. It looks like I've lost much of my we have a big team just sitting on the 88. I don't think they will have much chance taking this now. 7 IDA seems to be taking the responsibility of holding their concrete bunker in the middle. And MCB is still trying to use the slit to go through. They're using a lot of smoke. AGL is trying to shoot that direction though. Let's see if they're able to at all get it out. That smoke holds. I might have some luck getting closer. But still, there's a lot of Americans looking down at the place. But they're doing a good medic job, both of the teams, trying to get each other up. Ooh! A good strike, took out 2 of the Germans right there. That eliminates basically that little push. And Stuka is coming in. Is that a direct hit? Yes! A Stuka goes on to what seems to be the MSP from the allied side. Now we have a little contingent of LMCB. Daniel, that we saw earlier at the start of the round, is now going to try to push into the town with his section. He's been noticed by Sodica, and Sodica takes him out. Looks like these guys has also been taken out, with the only one remaining is the Rally, Radio Man, and then just freshly spawned guy. Coming from the west, it's very hard to open this cross this open field now that US soldiers are good covered inside the buildings. At the 88th position, it looks like LMCB has also got a squad coming in on the east side as well, splitting up the attack from being south and east. They got into a very small little crate here. They're gonna try and smoke it up before storming across. This could be epic. And here they're running over to the next crater. Aldraini, Vilix, and Sweet Hawk is going to try and jump in, where 7ND and Wellsea Wood and the rest are occupying. It is spotted though, 2 of them go down. Didn't have the smoke enough to really get it through, and right now they're quite outnumbered at this point. In the middle of town, the church is still very well kept. The push coming from the west is still in progress. Looks like there's one little sniper that has gone out in reconnaissance. Yeah, it's a marksman. Maybe this guy is gonna find their rally in the bunker and take it out. Yeah, looks like it. Good spot. And if he's lucky, he might even see more of the LMCIB guys. Yes, and he does take him out. Excellent. LMCB is struggling a little bit here. Looking at the tickets, oh, actually no, the ticket is in favor of the Germans, even though they don't have the midpoint. They seems to lose less tickets attacking it, as Ripon 70 are defending it. Let's see here. Coming up now, looks like LMCB has a big line of survivors coming up through this trench line. None of these guys has gone down. As they get closer, they do turn into cubes, it looks like. There's actually one German that can come up all the way to this cross section. Hopefully he's get taken out. He gets taken out further from the south. Yeah, from this little bunker entrance we have a R Sharpie. Looks like now Rip has pushed to the east. Oh, that was an amazing shot. That took out 3 guys. And that was actually an anti-tank. That I think was a Panzerschreck. Or a Panzerfaust, the Panzerschreck. Excellent shot. On one's live, it's Tim and Joyna and won. We have a little infight between these 2 small sections, trying on the east flank. They've been pushed out. Who will win this small little firefight? Joyna is living a very dangerous life right there. MG takes him out from the far west. It looks like they have taken into the town of Velmollen and set up a MG in one of the windows. Now that they have more control of the town, maybe they will have a better chance of taking that 88 point. It looks like this small squad on LMCIB's west side has gotten even closer into town, fighting against a RIP squad that has to push further into the church. Church is still under Allied control, but now they're struggling with taking control over the streets, as it looks like LMCB is trying to occupy as many buildings as they can, especially as it gets the view towards the 88. We have set up an MG though. American like, seems to be on that job. We have a very close by STG going up, and it's Stat Quo and Daniel. So we've got 2 German squad leads, I think, here. Yes. They took out Mac. No one's covering the streets anymore. And they are free to just cross over. Anyone stopping them. In the church itself, we still have some Rippers. But it looks like the 2 squad leaders are going to try and flank the 88. Still haven't taken the 88 point, but it looks like SMB is a very good spot actually claiming it this time around. Actually, there's a good chance. Yeah, they have killed all the US troops on the 88. And at this point we can expect that they are now capping the midpoint. The only closest squad on the allied side is RIP squad number 3 here. Now what they have to do is to go back to the point as fast as possible. But will they be able to cross without getting shot down? For any German MGs that might be hiding in the houses and such. There's a good chance they don't know that the cap is going on. I'm certain it does, as there is 2 LNCB guys inside. A radio man standing. Let's see, let's have a look through the map. It looks like RIP has set up a FOB on the far southwest and to the northwest of the point. And the Germans have a FOB inside trenches. East of trenches. It looks like one of the RIP squad decided to go on attack on the next point. This looks like to be this group of Dildo and Fireblade. We will see, as they have now taken the mid cap without anyone jumping into the trench, taken over by a very few handful of LMCB Axis soldiers. It still counts. The church was staying too long in the same spot. I think it was there as well last time I checked this area. It was eventually taken out by a Stuka. Good job reconnaissance and sending the commander to blow that up. It looks like this squad still is holding their ground, not going into the 88 as, well, they don't know it, but there's literally just one guy in there as of now. But a lot of LNCB is coming in from the west, reinforcing it from the town. Unfortunately, we're now seeing less of an attack on RIP as they must send one of their sections to the junction. We have a artillery coming in. A very effective artillery. I think that actually took out most of the Axis on the field. That is actually extremely impressive. Hoorah! If they are now set out to cross, they can cap this. The Barons come from the south. Maybe he will make sure that these guys can't cross without getting shot. Someone is going for it. It's Click Mix. I think that's the first guy that came here on the very start as well. This is that all of them are dead. Maybe he can start capping as well. You might need to have two people to start capping. We have a squad from CIB going for the next attack point of theirs at the junction. It looks like a small team of 2 with rally, ready to set up a rally so the rest of the section can spawn in. They're now scouting a little bit to see what's here. What we can see, we have a good chunk of sections. Maybe it's just one section. 7 AD. Making a big line to make sure they got every angle covered. In the middle here, ClickMix is still alive. As you can see, I don't know if he did all this, but LMCIB is being cleared out of the area, but only one man remaining, more or less. He might try and get his comrades up with morphine. The STG gunner is up. ClickMix is up as well. And it's a trade. I think ClickMix came out with that. The best result. Problem is, there's still no one actually on the point capping as of yet. It looks like the Reapers are taking the long route around, but we're now seeing more people coming on the point. Volmetenstein is now within cap radius. Let's hope he gets some more of his friends there to start capping. Now the big push from LMCIB just happened on the second objective at Junction. They're spawning their guys through their rally, and MG is doing a good job trying to suppress. Apparently they're only taking out one guy. It looks like 70 AD is reacting and now sending their eastern boys to the west side to defend. It's gonna take a while. So Dima is getting shot at perhaps. I can hear a tank. The Cromwell is out. It looks to be reversing to maybe deal with the threat up north. Looks like 11 CB is back up again. They're very good at just going around and morphine each other quite often. He has a grenade. Ah, if these two were just a meter to the left, they can then start capping the point. If they maybe aren't already. But if LMCB is able to go throw some smokes perhaps and just rush into it, they can stop them from capping it and have a better chance of taking Junction. As it looks like now, doesn't look like Junction is in such peril. Looks like 7 AD is able to manage LMCI speed push. It looks like a small little contingent of the northern side troops is actually pushing to the west, hoping to maybe find the rally. Welsey is about to meet one of the German soldiers. Let's see if they're able to see each other. Oh, yep. Welsey takes him out. Oh, he himself gets taken out by STG gunner. I see this guy come behind enemy lines. Yes. Raider comes in on a good flank, take out the rest of the troops here. Only one remaining is John, hiding in this bush. He has his pistol out. He must be out of ammo. Maybe he's not comfortable with ammo and ground. One shot left in the pistol. Take out ammo and ground. Ah, it's too late. Ah. So the squad 5 from the German side has done very good push. Maybe they're able to get in there if they get enough time. Big turnaround here. LMCIB has taken out the Allied, and they are coming out to reinforce the rest of the troops. Excellent. The Cromwell is back. Looks like this squad is very far east from the point itself. Seems to be spawn camped by the other STG gunner. He's getting a lot of kills from this. Oh, and it looks like an STG gunner came here as well. Just looking into the point with all those Americans. Let's see if this Raider man can take out the last couple of few of the Brits. Try and take up his mate. Does he not see them, perhaps? There, he sees them now. Starting to take them out. They are not prepared for this. This is bad mojo indeed. Absolutely flanked from both sides in a sandwich in a direct trench line. This is the worst situation you can have. I think it's best for these guys to maybe just give up that approach. Oh, exciting. We have a rip-led squad coming from the south this time into the 88. I don't think the Germans are prepared for this. None of them are looking to the south at all. They're not aware of this. This surprise maneuver would actually maybe... That might work actually. Yeah. Yeah, the Germans are not looking this way at all. How did they get here? They had to move fast because there's an 11 CFB squad coming up in the south, engaging one of the US soldiers right now. This is gonna be the case for this sweep squad. Is gonna get sandwiched as well from the squad 2 CIB and the squad 1 CIB north and south. They need to pick a direction and just move to some better cover and not end up in the trench massacre as we saw this previous squad. I think there's a marksman taking out most of this 11 CIB guys. Yeah, one after one after one after one. And I am very certain I know who that is. It's Emwin. He's on a very good spot. He's taking out the majority of these guys. Oh, he did miss one guy though. Oh, but let's get a second chance. Perhaps not. Looks like they're now trying to move up. They are very, very passive. Like they don't really want to move up. They're probably in the cap area. They just want to stay at the very edge. They don't want to dedicate themselves to push in. Obviously, this guy over here is ready to fight his last breath, covering the one slit of the trench open to him. I can hear tanks shooting at each other, I think. Cromwell taking a direct hit. Where is the tiger? Oh, that is some far out sniping right there. Oh, and it kills it. That was a straight line shot, but it looks like Cromwell was reversing, so he just had to add a little bit more. Oh, what would I say? Compensation for distance. Looks like a big section of LCV is now coming back in here. There still doesn't seem to be it's neutralized, and that has pushed this guy to push his agenda. But look like Sodica is taking his chances to look over that trench. Yeah. But as that happens, LMCB, they don't care. They are just gonna run over the field and try their luck, and it pays off. If they get one more guy in here, it's gonna stop the neutralization of this point. There's only 2 US soldiers in there, and now there's 3 people inside of the bunker. Oh, well, only 2. That means LMCB has success to defend this area, and it's now starting to give back to the Axis. We have a guy here coming up. I don't know why he's taking out most of these guys, but it doesn't look like there's much more on this attack. Yeah, most of them are required. There's actually a neutralization of junction, and LMCB has been able to come here and actually get good enough grip. Cap it, but it looks like Rip is pulled back together with 7ID. It looks to have it under control again. They're supposed to cap it back now, but the new contingent of LMCB is coming from the east, from the forest, from the trench slit, ready for the next push. can shoot each other. 11CB is very good at being aggressive. They just run into the points. RIP seems to be a bit more find a good corner, hold out, keep angles. Looks like RIP's got a new tank coming out. This time it's the Churchill. Over here we have a big artist strike. Probably taking out a lot of 11CIB right here. So that's very successful. RIP doesn't seem to have any forces to move up to the point, but that might be just a way of trying to get some tickets. HE is being shelled. That's probably from the Tiger far out. This Tiger is using distance to its advantage. It is really holding its distance far out there, trying to hit those windows in the tower, in the main area, maybe the door itself, just in case there are any snipers, anything right there. They don't have to know there's enemies there, but just maybe they might be lucky. It's a good suppression tactic at least. As we hover over, a new fight over the church is happening. And the CB is coming from the south, it's coming north. Ooh, that was a rifle grenade. Excellent thing for clearing out buildings. Oh, an excellent shot on Timmy as well. This guy is obviously trained a little bit in the use of the rifle grenade. That's good to see. It's one of our conventional kits. We have... Ooh, yeah. The Tiger is shooting HE. One of these shots perhaps will take out Joyna.
I don't have morphine, bro. I don't have a morphine.
It's not going good over here. Let's take a new scan of the area. We have a section next to trenches. I cannot capture this area, but perhaps they are going to try and come into a position through the town. The axis is very well spread around a position, more or less from every single angle. Churchill has taken up a spot right next to its previous carcass. Let's see if it has eyes on the Tiger at all. None to be seen.
I actually love you so much, thank you.
Well, someone is loving each other, that's good to hear. Looks like LSCB has taken control over the church, pushed out the RIPs. Looks like most of the engagements between CIB and 7ID and RIP favors 11CIB. Maybe it's their more pushy and aggressive tactics. But they seem to have a tendency to win the small firefights. Looks like they cleared out the city completely. Can join on 7. Looks like this section had good intel on a location of enemy spawn. They're going for their MSP. Only remaining left is Moon Cow, which is the commander on this team, and it looks like he has... I think he hasn't done this on purpose. I think he has got his vehicle stuck, but he's still using the radio to call in commands. That might be a cue for him to maybe realize something is going on right next to him. But at this point, I don't think they really need any more spawns, as the tickets are closing in. Only 97 ticks for the US. And the Germans have a whopping 265, and what looks like the Germans is just interested holding the AA position right now, having most of their squad just being in Belmollen, east or south of AA position, while a healthy number of Allied are holding junction. But we're also now getting a section coming up from the south. Germans do have most of their rallies in the south in the most common spaces, you know, south of the trenches, opposite from the attacking side. The most favorable 3-story building in the whole of Belmollen. Win, which is the marksman, obviously came here maybe to utilize that. Also find the rally. As these guys push up as well, they might find the rest of the rallies of the Germans located in the trenches. If they're able to take out their spawns, as they have taken out their MSP, they might be well situated to just maybe take 1 point back. Bunkau does get taken out by Dylan McBaggin. He blows up the vehicle as well. Good stuff. That vehicle's worth a lot of tickets. Gaining some more tickets. They're now moving in. LMCB has got some casualties. Neil B is... Did he not come through this rally? Well, he's lucky. He gets taken out. That's probably Emwin's work. This guy knows where to be, what to do. Let's see his adventure. These guys are trying to heal each other. Will he allow it? Oof. There's more Germans about. They're now sticking a bit more to the trenches. They're going to try and smoke up and revive their MG. They're very good at conserving tickets, not trying to give up too much. And nope. MG gets taken out. Almost got away. Got shot in the foot. But when you have 0 health, that's enough. Germans are now throwing smoke. They've noticed that some Reapers are coming from their south side. Still have a lot of it under control. Coming out there, reviving most of the guys. One on alive here is Timet. Not for very long. Doesn't look like the southern push has survived any more of this. Junction is completely undefended. Looks like 7ID and RIP is now just going for LMCIB AA position. They know the only way they can win this round is by getting some more tickets, taking the midpoint. But they only got 46 tickets to do it. So it's going to be their last push. Fortunately for them, LMCB is well backed up and have a good coverage over the area, and they're holding to the church where they got a good cover. Look over the trenches. Looks like Crazy Legs, Tonavik and Hugmungus is coming from the east. It is a hard approach as it can be very open apart from these slits. They can also be a killing grounds because they are so long. Let's see. Kill there. Trade perhaps. We have a big contingent of US forces coming from the west through the town. But we also got a German here and STG gunner. Those are deadly. They are taking out Rips as they are running to position. Timet takes him out. Lucky Liquid was just throwing his grenade. Didn't have a chance. We see the final push now with only 30 tickets from Rip. Rip has a couple of guys coming from the south side. And Artie Barrage has absolutely taken out all of them in the north. So that spot comes up. Unfortunately, no one to really back up the smoke. It's the last hope. It's Zodica, Neil B and Max 7 from the south. They're the only victors close enough to maybe get in here. They've done a lot of smoke. That must be like 7 smoke grenades. MGs are set up though. They're not gonna allow anything to get loose. I mean, Sniper has also been taken out. Eventually. Good things don't last forever. Looks like Liquid has been perhaps revived. Impressive that they don't give up. On Muttenstein. Nope. Liquid is the quick reaction, takes them out. On the left is Click Mix. He got taken out as well. The STG Gunners from the 11th CIB is spot on with their shots. They'll be quite deadly. Alright, middle of the cap. Last push is still from the south. But 11 CIB got people in the town looking over the area. They got people in the church looking over here. They have guys in 88mm objective as well. They got a lot of coverage, and this group is still slowly approaching. I don't think they have time. They have 15 tickets. If they're gonna try go for it, they have to run. Firebase tried to run though, but he did get taken out by an MG. Max 7 tried to open it up as well, but the MG42 wins that war. This is coming at the end of this first round. Looking at the map, it looks very much like it was 10 minutes ago. 11 CRB has dedicated themselves to just sit around a position, making sure it doesn't take taken back, and it has worked for them. There's a tank battle going on over here with only 2 tickets left.
That's also making sense.
I just don't know what died first there, the Tiger or the Cromwell. But the first round goes for 11 CIB. That's first round. There's gonna be now a 5 minutes pause. It's been hard to figure out where to best situate the camera. Like, a lot of movement is going on even on a very small map. I will start recording again after the break.